Hello YTPC, Parsimonious Piper here. Have another Parsimonious pipe today and a VR to Smokin' Cardboard for his new sub gaw. Hey, congrats on the subs. He wanted to know what our most memorable childhood gift was. But first, the Parsimonious pipe. So today I have got a Briar Lee Illustrious Stroller Bulldog-ish. It is a short pipe, a stroller, nice for just strolling around. Paladin, if you're ever looking for nice compact but full-size bowls, this isn't really a nose warmer, but it is fairly short. I have a couple that have shorter stems than that will light up your nostril hairs. But it's a nice little rusticated bulldog-ish shape. I say bulldog-ish because the stem is not actually a diamond. I don't know if you can see that. It's triangular. So not quite a bulldog. And in it today I've got some more of that Milan Tobacconist's Jefferson Street. I've been smoking a bowl every day or two. I think I had mentioned that it wasn't one of my absolute favorites, but I do like to persist with a small sample just to make sure that it doesn't grow on me. It hasn't quite yet. So Steve, it's not bad though. What is our most memorable gift? Well, my most memorable gift wasn't technically a gift to me, but it is a gift that keeps on giving. I grew up a military brat, and we lived all over, mostly in the Deep South. So I credit a very large part of my growing up years to Alabama, which was where I lived the longest, and then to Germany, which is where I lived the second longest. And we lived, unlike a lot of military brats, we did not live in base housing with the other Americans. We lived a half an hour away from my dad's Air Force Base in a tiny little village that only had one or two other American families and very rarely kids our age. So we grew up playing with the German kids. We played soccer. Now my dad did put up a basketball hoop in our driveway there, and the German kids loved basketball. Basketball was just really becoming a big thing in Europe in the 1970s. So we played soccer and we played basketball, and our biggest heroes were all German soccer players. They were not American athletes. Now, in 1981, I was 13. We returned to the States. And as a kid, I had grown up a Roll Tide fan. We lived in Alabama, and your only two choices were Auburn or Alabama. I know my dad happened to teach some auxiliary classes for the University of Auburn, so of course I became an Alabama fan. I knew next to nothing, however, about the NFL. Never lived around an NFL team. Yes, we lived in Atlanta. Like I said, we never really lived around an NFL team. But when we came back to the States, I became a Steelers fan. I had actually been a little bit of a Steelers fan. Hard not to call me a bandwagon because this was in their power years in the 70s. But I also had no home team to root for. I had no idea, who I should root for. We didn't have a team. I mean, in Alabama, it's Roll Tide. So, and in Germany there was nothing. And my brother also, he started following the NFL as well. So our first Christmas there, we lived in Virginia. Of course, if we had chosen to, we could have gone with the local team, the Redskins, but really, who wanted to be a Redskins fan? Our first Christmas, my mom got us these really nice team logo jackets. Well, coats. They were those, the Letterman style that had the vinyl sleeves and the soft fleece type body, and loved them. That style was just fantastic. Now, here's why the gift just keeps on giving. I was born in Colorado. That's the only reason I can think of why my mom would have gotten me a Denver Broncos jacket. Yeah. But the real gift. My younger brother had actually been following football a little longer than I had. He got a Washington Redskins jacket. That was priceless because my brother was a Dallas Cowboys fan. Upon receiving the said Redskins jacket, he burst into tears. That was beautiful. To this day, all we have to do to just initiate rounds of laughter within the family is mention a Redskins jacket. Because that poor kid was devastated. He couldn't imagine why his mother hated him so much that she would give him a Washington Redskins jacket when he was a Cowboys fan. Just absolutely beautiful. So that's my favorite gift. My most memorable gift was seeing my brother get his Redskins jacket. With that, you guys light him up and enjoy.